Hello everyone, welcome back to Pramay English. I'm Tuhina. So today we have with us the CEO and the Artistic Director of Kala the Arts, Sushmita Pati ma'am. So let's interact with her. Hello ma'am,
Thank you, Tuhina.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Okay, so ma'am, is there any specific reason you chose to settle outside?
We as a family always traveled outside and performed. So it was more of a natural way of staying there, and there were definitely we looked at some of the opportunities there. And my mother, she managed to get a job as a music teacher and a lecturer in a university, and that is how our journey started.
So what do you consider the most significant achievement for the Kala the Arts?
So Kaladi Arts is an arts and education charity. So it started in 1999, and we have some trustees. Some of them are still connected with us since it started. I think the most joyful part of the journey is about training the young people, the next generation, and specifically in Odissi. Which is a temple dance, and it's got a very high level of history, culture, and some people say it's absolutely a beautiful dance. And also, I have a privilege of training young girls, and then they become the leaders of tomorrow. Also, we are a national portfolio holder organization in the UK, and we definitely have a lot of artists and collaborators we work with throughout the year. So I was absolutely delighted to find some time to meet the Deputy Chief Minister of Odisha on the 7th of November. It was a long way for me to travel to London. She was absolutely very warm. So I talked to her about how we brought Odissi to UK. She was fascinated. It was a very small encounter with her, a small meeting, a short meeting, and she hugged me, which was very nice. Also, I felt that she is probably from the same generation as myself. So I felt a level of warmth with her, and I did say to her I would come and meet her in Odisha whenever it's possible. But I realized her mother has sadly passed away last week. Yeah. So I have mentioned to her, I've sent her my condolences as well. But I hope I can see her before I go. If not, I'll continue to be in touch, because I do want to let her know about all the work we have been doing about Orissa, about the culture in UK.
So the Diwali celebration this year seemed to be very special for you, right? So could you talk about how the theme of Earth and her animal resonated with the community?
So we have special projects, and since COVID, what has happened is our chair, who is Priya Brown, she had this idea of how do we celebrate some of the work what Kala the Arts onto the streets, so people can access, people can understand, and people can take part in it. So that is how we started the project of Diwali, Light It Up. It's about lighting up the whole street, lighting up people's heart. And just recently, I was looking through the book, and I found the meaning of Devi is actually light. And the first time we took the event out to the stage, it was not as big. So we had Rama and Sita as massive big parades. Artists, they were about 20 feet. So people were absolutely delighted to see their gods and goddesses being represented on the streets. We had a line of Odissi students and other classical dance students as well. But this year was special because we had many children from schools who took part.
Okay.
They learned the dance form as well. And then they performed it beautifully. And as you said, the theme was Earth and her animals. Okay, so we had Nandi, who is very special to Shiva.
Yeah.
We also created a Panchamukhi Hanuman. So it was created by a local artist where I live in Hampshire. And we worked on it for last 2-3 months. We saw the process of it being made as well. We also had the peacock. We also have Ganesh every year. And also we had, for the first time, we had also Ravan.
Okay, so with new classes like yoga, bhangra, and garba being introduced in 2025, so what do you hope to achieve in terms of participation, and what are its impact?
So we are a dance organization, okay, and definitely Odissi is something which we promote, we develop, we create, but alongside we would love for people to actually dance because dancing is good for health and well-being. Also, it's very good for mental health as well, and also what happens is the whole community can get involved. So with this, anybody of any age could actually get involved because sometimes what happens is when it's classical dance, people are a bit shy to learn classical dance because they think it's a long-term commitment, which they might not be ready to have. And also, I noticed that some of the children and the people who are learning classical dances, particularly, they have got a special affection for it.
So, as an artistic director of the Kala, the arts, what has been the most fulfilling part of leading the organization?
Um, I like to research a lot because now when I've come here, I'm also still researching. I'm meeting up with a lot of artists, different artists, not just dancers, but people who are musicians and people who do research. Also talking to some of the television and media. I'm learning a lot myself. So I think the vision definitely, I like to feel that our vision is very clear as well so that we can take the people along with us if the vision is clear.
So, it's January 2025. It's the beginning of the new year. So, what's the new planning or the project you plan for this?
So at the moment, we are looking at spring. So we would have started our classes last weekend. We continue with our classes. We have our 10 years of celebration of the school. So we started our classes 10 years ago. So we have a little celebration. Either we will have in March or possibly in the summer. So that's something we look forward to. And in that, we will also invite all our students who've been learning with us since the last 10 years or longer, who've been associated with us. So it will be an opportunity to meeting them. And then some of the regular projects we do, but also we are looking at devising an Odissi syllabus. So we have started working on that. I would love people, because I would love to feel that this organization can also become very global. So if you're interested in knowing about us, please do join our newsletter. So you can just send your emails and, whatever information are there in the newsletter, we will send them to you. Also, please follow us on social media. And then you'll be surprised how much, you will learn about the organization. But also, if you want to share some information as well, social media is a great place. So do join. And if you feel that Odissi is not for you, I would say just go and see any cultural event. It's lovely to support the arts because arts is definitely here to enhance us, all of us, and we become part of that. And Odisha definitely is one of those places which has got so much of arts and culture, and I feel very proud.